Hey guys, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some Madden 13. We are continuing on with the New York Giants franchise, or Connected Careers, whatever you want to go ahead and call it. I guess it's better late than never. I mean, this was supposed to go up on Sunday. It is now Wednesday, and now we can finally go ahead and post it. But I appreciate you guys' patience too, as I had my first anniversary with my wife, and so I took one day off here, just spending time with her. And then I took another day off from commentary, just kind of getting caught up on and stuff like that here. But anyway, that's for another video here. Let's go ahead and get on to the game. You can see we're going up against the Cleveland Browns, which I'm hoping we end up getting a pretty big win here in this. It'd be kind of nice, and some of the last games I've been playing have been pretty low scoring here. Donovan McNabb coming out onto the field here. You can see 299 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. I don't know if he was injured early on, and now he's just coming back, or whatever it may be here. It's not a lot of yards, so it kind of lets me know probably 1, maybe 2 weeks here. Donovan McNabb scrambling, trying to go with the big hit right here. Nothing too fancy, but he does pick up 14 yards. So not how I like to start off the game here from a defensive standpoint. All right, now on this running play here, there we go. Loses 1. All right, so I guess we're back defensively, right, guys? On the passing play here, completed. Another first down here. That's about 14 yards right there. So we've got a couple plays that have been getting in the teens here. I got to find a way to be able to stop them. There's another one. My gosh. Things are not going great for me. This opening drive for the Browns has been absolutely phenomenal. And now I'm getting kind of worried here, because I thought, and I was prepped for a pretty easy drive. Because normally when I start out with the game, defensively speaking, I'm rocking it. But it seems like the plays that I'm calling are going very, very differently than the way that the Browns are calling them. So like if I'm prepping for a running play, we've got a passing play. Passing play, like right here, where I was prepped for the run. Not cool. That's what allowed him to be able to pick up some yards right there. When I'm defending against the pass, though, that's when they decide to go ahead and run the ball. Great catch, though, getting to about the 2-yard line right there. And the Browns are in a position to get a touchdown here. You can see 4 wide receivers now going with another pass here. There we go. Getting the sack. JPP helping me out right there. That pushes them back. Now they're going to go with the run to the outside. And we stop them there for a loss of 2. So there we go. Showing our stuff when it matters most. Right on the goal line. That's when we start to get the defense rolling here. But there's still a chance for them to be able to score. Not getting that one. So on 4th and goal, they're going to go ahead and kick the field goal. They did take a lot of time off of the clock. Only 42 seconds left in the first quarter after that one drive. So now the Browns are up 3-0, but that's what happens when you get a pretty good drive, and it's the opening drive of the game here too, and you get some points on the board. So let's see if we can reverse the position here with Eli Manning. Not necessarily the greatest stats when you take a look at where we're at in the season, but I've been going with the running game a lot more here. That's kind of why that passing hasn't been as great. When I take a look at the Flint Beastwood mode here, doing that Connected Career, I mean, with that, I do a lot of passing, so this is kind of refreshing to be able to do a lot more running here as well. Going ahead, leading the receiver, I get the first down here on 3rd down. So that was a huge, huge play for me. Now we enter the second quarter. We'll try another running play with Bradshaw. Running into my own guy, but still able to pick up some yards. I get 6 on that one. So that's what I like to see. About 6 yards. It tends to be his average. They're not going anywhere, though. Actually lose one on there. 3rd and 5. What am I gonna do here? Of course, I'm gonna have to pass at this point. And I get it to Nix. Oh my gosh, what a great play that was. Got it right to him. That's what was huge. But the fact that he held on to the ball, I think, was the most important part of it here. Going deep, getting it to the receiver, and now I am at the 7-yard line. That was a huge play. Throwing downfield. Very fortunate that I was able to find him here. And now I'm going to try to go with another pass. It seems to be working pretty well here. Getting it to Bradshaw up the middle and the touchdown. So we are up 7-3 now. The tides have turned. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Instead of being down by 3, I'm now up by 4. So a good play right there. Just a 2-3 step drop here and getting it to Bradshaw. That worked perfectly. Not playing that any better. Now we are back on defense. So let's hope that the Browns do not have the same type of drive that they had at the beginning. Good play call right there by me. Mukamara, the Prince, gets the tackle on that one. Hey, stop freezing. There we go. All right, little toss to the outside. Still able to pick it up here. I was defending against the pass here, so when they do run it, my tackling, I guess the tackling skills are completely reduced for everybody on my team. So that's how I was able to break that one. Another sack. Nice. Now, it seems to be that the offensive line here of the Browns is really struggling. There have been some major injuries from the Browns, but that's mostly occurred on the defensive side of things. 2 linebackers that are out, a free safety. But the offensive line is just struggling here. 3rd and 9. Hit as he throws. If I had gone straight at him, I could have gotten the sack here as they were going for the screen. So they're going to have to go ahead and punt the ball. And now it's my turn to try and get something going again here before we hit the end of the half. Now, this will be nice, too, if I can get a touchdown with 2 minutes left here in the half because, sack. Well, if I can get some points on the board, then I can go ahead and receive in the second half and maybe get a couple scoring drives back-to-back here. That was a great throw to Bradshaw. A lot of yards after the catch. That's what allows me to get that first down here. Time is continuing to run off the clock here, going with the running play. Some people think this is foolish that I'm trying to run down the clock right now, but I don't necessarily believe so. I think this is kind of a smart call because I don't want it to get to the point here where there's, about a minute or so left here in the half, and then they can go ahead and get some more points here on a really successful drive. Another deep pass, another first down, another great pickup. All right, 44 seconds left. Play action pass. This time to the wide receiver. Makes it to the 4-yard line. Boom. All right, so we're going to go with a halfback screenplay myself here. Getting it to Bradshaw, and I get to the 1-yard line. 11 seconds left. I go ahead and call timeout. We're looking at 2nd and goal. I'm going to try and run it with Bradshaw. Basically get into the end zone uncontested. And that is not bad at all. That's a great way to go ahead and end the half, even though there is 9 seconds left. To kind of give you the rundown of what happens after this, I go ahead and I kick it. The Browns, they just kneel the ball. I'm not going to call a timeout or anything because I know they're going to do it again, and I don't have any timeouts really to kind of waste here. So we're going to go ahead and head into halftime with a lot of momentum in my favor. And if this can carry on into the beginning of the second half here, I think I definitely have this game in the bag. But not too shabby. I mean, from an offensive standpoint, I think things are going really well. I'm definitely exploiting some of the weaknesses here in the Browns' defense with some deep passes. And for Eli Manning, that's a little bit different here. I mean, I really am running the ball with Bradshaw a lot more than I usually do. Wow, he's like staring at his butt. Isn't that what it looks like what the ref was doing? Just like he was eyeballing Eli Manning right there. Anyway, so defensively, I think I did a lot better here in the second quarter than I did in the first. Maybe it was me just being a little rusty. I don't know how I'd be rusty or what it was, but it was just some bad play calling on my part here. And if I can turn that around, I think this game is mine. All right, 2nd and 5. Sacked. Crazy. All right, now on 3rd and 8, another passing play. Getting it to Bennett. And the first down. Got that by 1 yard, too. That was actually pretty close here. Now running to the outside, I don't know why my wide receivers sometimes on the right side decide not to block anybody, and that's what allows delay a game. Dang it. Didn't get that one off in time. But, yeah, they just, go ahead and they run their route, and they don't even go ahead and block anybody. All right, 5 seconds left here on the play clock. Didn't want to get back-to-back in a row. Throwing deep. That one's going to get swatted away, so 3rd and 14 here at this point. So got to reach down into the bag here of plays to try and find something a little bit out of the ordinary that may just work. Going deep, and Nix makes the catch. That was huge right there as well. There's a couple wide receivers that ended up being open right there. I'm glad that I got it to Nix, though. The fact is I get the reception and the first down, so this drive continues here. And now I'm really running the clock down. Get sacked again. man, my offensive line sometimes really struggles just being able to hold their blocks. But here we go, getting the first down. Trying a little spin move right there, but it doesn't work too well. I get to the 12-yard line. All right, got to keep this momentum going. Pass up the middle, getting it to Cruz, who really caught that one in traffic. That was actually pretty nice, and Eli Manning throwing that one high too. All right, so now we get it to Bennett, who gets into the end zone. So a 21-3 lead right there. That was a well-called play as well, because everybody from the middle here at the Browns started coming right at me. So the fact that I did that cut right towards the middle of the field made it so I could get into the end zone. So that one worked out really well. And look at that crazy catch here too. I don't know how you can do that in real life, but let's take a look at it again, because I thought that was actually kind of cool. All right, so apparently he misses it with his hands. Great reaction and reflexes here to reach down on the ground and make the catch for the touchdown. I didn't see that when I initially went through and was actually playing the play, but that's all right. Another sack. 3 sacks in the game. Now JPP, he's actually leading the league right now in sacks. Actually, the Giants as a whole are leading the entire NFL with sacks, so we're getting some good pressure on the quarterback. That may change here as we go up against some tougher teams a little bit later on. But McNabb going down again at the 5-yard line right here, so that's going to set up 3rd and 25. Man, obvious passing play coming up here next, as they have exactly 1/4 of the field to have to make up here in one play. All right, so I'm going to apply maybe a little bit of pressure right here. So going with the blitz, it works here. McNabb going down in the end zone. So the first safety for me in Madden 13 comes right here on 3 straight sacks from Pierre-Paul. That's pretty awesome. That's the first time I've actually seen something like that happen too. And gosh, Madden in such a long time. So the defense really stepping up right now, which I'm all about. So a 23-3 lead here. I got the 20-point lead, of course. Trying to expand it here with another touchdown. Now that one is caught by Nix on a comeback. Trying to go with some different plays here and things like that. Just mixing some stuff up, because I've noticed the computer is really starting to pick up on some of the plays here. Hit as I throw. That one goes incomplete. 2nd and 10. Going to try a running play here with Bradshaw. I pick up a decent amount of yards right there. I get 8. I've only picked up 31 yards so far with Bradshaw this game. I don't like that. All right, fighting for the yards, but 4th and inches, and I'm going to have to go ahead and go for it. Too long for me to go ahead and kick a field goal, especially when I don't have the wind at my back. But Bradshaw dropping that one. Seems like he could have held on to it, but he didn't. So the Browns are going to get the ball at pretty good field position here. Bad throw by McNabb. And the thing is when it has been coming to the man defense here, especially against the Browns, the Giants have been playing this pretty close here. So another one that gets swatted away. Just kind of going back and taking a look at some of these plays, I'm just really impressed with how close we've been able to hold the wide receivers after the first quarter. Oh my gosh, guess who that was? No big surprise. Pierre-Paul forcing the fumble right there. And it seems like that the right side of the Cleveland Browns offensive line is really where the problems are, because he's been able to get past the blocker here for quite a number of plays. I mean, it's not just been lately or anything like that. I mean, we've been seeing the benefits, of course, of being able to get past the blocker here by a number of sacks out of him. But, man, that's just phenomenal. All right, Bradshaw running to the outside here, using the lead blockers and getting the first down right here. 48 yards. This might be the first game that with Bradshaw I don't get over 100 yards I've had this entire season. Got to work at it, though, here. I may be able to. There's 58. So 2nd and inches. Look at him even helping up the defender. How cool is that? That's sportsmanship right there. So you guys can see I'm already starting to try and run the clock down a little bit, because I figured there's really no point to run up the score here in this connected career, because in all honesty, I've got the win. I don't want to rub it in the face of the Browns. I mean, some of the modes I will run up the score intentionally just to pad the stats and everything, but I don't think it's necessarily as important right here. All right, so still 23-3. We've got a little over 3 minutes left here in the game. An outside run to Bradshaw, cuts in, picks up about 4 yards right there. So every time we made it to the red zone, you can see we end up getting a touchdown. Will that streak continue? 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here about. And Wilson getting into the end zone. Gosh, that was a pretty decent run here for us to get in there. I kind of wish Bradshaw would have gotten the touchdown, but honestly, not a huge deal for me at this point, as I will be up 23-3 now. Or, sorry, 30-3. There we go. So a 27-point lead here. That is huge for me. I'm going to make sure that we don't lose that at all. I mean, I know with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left, I'm not worried about the Browns coming back or anything like that. But I like to end this game here with a pretty good defensive stand. What better way to kind of show what I can do defensively here with a pick six? So Thomas getting into the end zone. I did get a little cocky and decided to celebrate right before I made it in. But, man, touchdown right there. That's going to completely demoralize Donovan McNabb. And that's going to go ahead and give me a huge boost as well. Man, all right. So with the computer being the computer and not being willing to admit defeat or anything like that, they're still going to go ahead and try to go ahead and get something done offensively here. Probably go with like an onside kick or something like that if I allow him to score. So 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. There is the extra point. And there we go. All right, so 37-3 now here. That's a big one. I'm kind of surprised, too, that I'm showing that. This is one of those things here. I think I should have edited that out, but you know what? It's okay. Not too worried about it right now because, shoot, I'm almost 17 minutes into it here. I'm not going to stop necessarily for a kick return, which, I'm not going to lie, really does not amount to too much at all. All right, so 1st and 10 now for Donovan McNabb back in the pocket, obviously passing. Another sack, but this time it was not Pierre-Paul. Spreading the love around a little bit, I guess, to the defensive line here. So doing a great job getting past the offensive line. My D-line tends to be just phenomenal and very dominant in some of these games here, which some I respect a lot. So picking up 7 yards right there, 3rd and 11. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. Donovan McNabb throwing. I really thought that was his best chance at a receiver. Kind of thought probably would have been better off throwing a bullet type instead of, just a mediocre style throw. But, hey, whatever. That's what they want to go with. That's their business. That's right. I said business. All right. So Bradshaw running the ball. We're letting the clock run down here at this point. So Browns aren't doing anything. This is going to go ahead and be the last play of the game. Just in case, though, that they were to start doing it, I definitely wanted to fight to get the first down, and I'm glad that I did. So the game is going to be over here. Giants win 37-3. We do continue the streak here of being undefeated. Now, we've got some tougher opponents coming up here in the next few weeks, so I'm not expecting us to be able to stay undefeated here for long. But it's kind of nice here while it's lasting here. Definitely showing what the Giants can do. Showing we're probably going to be in the playoffs and a dominant force in the playoffs as well. So I do appreciate you guys watching this episode here out of the New York Giants Connected Careers. More, of course, to come here on Sunday. I'm going to try so very hard to get it on Sunday as well. But again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys know I really do appreciate it. And as always, I hope